the Grahamstown Festival and they are making their way to Cape Town to give us a laugh. Funnier Than Them is the show that's on from tonight. And Deep Fried Man is part of the lineup. Here he is with his song, Lithuania.
So I wrote this song because I'm Jewish. And it's confusing for me as a Jew. Because I listen to a lot of hip-hop music. And sometimes the hip-hop music that I listen to has black American rappers who rap about wanting to return to Africa. And that's confusing for me because I'm white and I'm Jewish and I'm already in Africa. So I'm sure you guys all know where the spiritual homeland of the Jews is. Sea Point. But I can't rap about wanting to return to Sea Point because that's where I am right now. So I did a bit of research and it turns out that my family come from a place in Eastern Europe called Lithuania. And if I was to rap about wanting to return to Lithuania, it would go like this. It would go, We used to be goat farmers before. We were sent to Africa and were forced to study law. You best believe you couldn't even get a decent bagel living in the ghettos of Glen Hazel. African Americans dream of returning, but European Africans don't have that same yearning except for me. That's why I wrote this track. And one day I plan to go back to Lithuania where the goats run free. Lithuania, that's where I wanna be. Lithuania, if you don't even know a bit about Lithuania, why don't you Google it? Yeah, my ancestors came from Lithuania, G. That's right, it's a real country. We came to Africa, we never got to choose. We were forced to leave just because they used to burn Jews. But when we got here, they were like, don't stress. There are so many people that we already oppress. Your skin isn't brown, so you can relax. We'll leave you alone if you do our tax. But I'm sick of doing your tax. So I'm going back to Lithuania where my ancestors grew vegetables. Lithuania where incest is still acceptable. Lithuania hates Jews and that's why we left. And I'd go back tomorrow except they'd stone me to death. Shout out to Wikipedia, without which I would never have been able to complete the song. And you know, I think it's only right that I end the song with a traditional Lithuanian melody that's very close to my heart. Lithuania.
Deep Fried Man singing Lithuania. Next to him, what's your name again?
Warren Robertson.
Warren Robertson. Together with Chris Forrest, they are part of the show that's coming to Cape Town. We are Funnier Than Them. That song is dangerous. Do people walk out?
No,
when you perform it? Because you know what comedians say, what we all are thinking, but we just don't say it.
But I find, you know, South Africans, you'd be surprised, we are very, very actually hard to offend.
Really?
One of the most open audiences in the world as far as comedy is concerned. You can get away with a lot.
Do people come up to you and go, are you Israel or Cohen, being able to sing a song like that?
Yeah, no, people ask me all sorts of things. And I'm
yeah.
actually, I'm soon going to be in a Comedy Central special called Divine, where I'm actually representing being a Jew on Comedy Central.
I think it's really awesome. You've become famous across the country for making these songs about, well, stuff that we want to talk about, just like you just did. Do you think that you will ever bring out an album?
I'd love to bring out an album. I mean, the cool thing about Late Night News is that every week I collaborate with a South African musician. So I've been lucky enough to collaborate with, you know, anyone from Mi Casa to Casper Njorvest to, you know, Danny Kaye, like all sorts of different musicians across the board, like everyone. And so I'd love to do an album where I actually collaborate with those people.
Warren, what's better for you to perform, Joburg or Cape Town? What do you enjoy more?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Yeah, no, the thing about being a comedian is you get an opportunity to perform in a lot of different places and eventually you develop enough material that you can make any crowd laugh. That's the whole point.
You've got some rivalry going with Cape Town, Joburg, no? Yes?
I've actually got a song that starts the show that I'm going to do all about Cape Town. So come through to the show at the Fugard and you will hear my special song about Cape Town.
Okay, well, here you are, performing at an old age home. You serenaded to them. What was your inspiration there? What did you get from all the people that know life?
Oh my word! Yeah, well, I think they were very experienced, and that was it. I basically I find it very attractive.
Okay, well, there's a lot going on for these guys the rest of the year. We are funnier than them. Warren here, Deep Fried Man, they are part of all the action from tonight until the 6th of September at the Fugard Theatre. So you have to go and see it. We are funnier than them. Warren, thanks so much for coming.
Thank you.
Deep Fried Man, keep singing. I knew he would do that.
Thank you, my Jewish sister.
This is your feel-good breakfast show. Shalom, Javier.
Shalom.